The 1981 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, a staple of American coinage since 1909, although the coin is relatively modern. The 1981 Lincoln penny is notable for several error varieties that make it desirable to collectors. These errors fall into different categories. It remains a favorite among collectors due to its enduring design, historical significance, and occasional production errors. Error coins from this era are particularly sought after because the U.S. Mint was producing coins in large quantities, making high-quality control a challenge. As a result, mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors occasionally made their way into circulation. This guide explores the history and design of the 1981 Lincoln penny, discusses notable error varieties from that year, and examines how these errors affect the coin's value in the modern numismatic market. History and background of the 1981 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the likeness of an American president. Over time, the Lincoln cent underwent several design changes, with the reverse featuring wheat ears from 1909 to 1958, and the Lincoln Memorial from 1959 until 2008. By 1981, the Lincoln penny had been struck in its copper alloy composition 95% copper and 5% zincatin for decades. However, this year marked the final full year of this composition before the U.S. Mint transition to the zinc-based pennies, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, that began in mid-1982. This historical context makes 1981 pennies the last of their kind for traditional copper composition collectors. Millions of Lincoln pennies were struck in 1981, with production occurring at 3 facilities: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark for proof coins. Despite high production standards, errors still occurred, and these have become highly collectible due to their rarity. Design of the 1981 Lincoln penny. The design of the 1981 Lincoln penny remained consistent with previous years. Obverse. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It is accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1981. Coins struck in Denver bear a small D mint mark below the date, while those from Philadelphia have no mint mark. Reverse. The reverse depicts the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo in 1959. This design replaced the original wheat ears reverse. The inscriptions include United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 cent, while the design remained unchanged. Error varieties added an element of intrigue to these otherwise routine coins. Notable error varieties on the 1981 Lincoln penny. The 1981 Lincoln penny is notable for several error varieties that make it desirable to collectors. These errors fall into different categories. Double die errors. One of the most famous types of errors in U.S. coinage. Double die errors occur when the coin die is improperly manufactured, resulting in parts of the design being struck twice, but slightly offset. For the 1981 Lincoln penny, the most notable double die varieties include 1981 double die obverse DDO. This variety exhibits clear doubling on the obverse, particularly in the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," or the date 1981. These features appear doubled under magnification, making them highly collectible. 1981 double die reverse DDR, less common than the DDO. The double die reverse error shows doubling on the inscriptions "United States of America" or "E pluribus unum." Doubling can also occur on the Lincoln Memorial design. Double die errors are typically valued based on the prominence and clarity of the doubling, as well as the coin's overall condition. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the planchet is not properly aligned with the dies during the striking process. This results in a coin where part of the design is missing. The degree of off-centering can range from minor to extreme. Minor off-center strikes, coins with slight misalignment, for example 5 to 10% off-center, are less valuable, but still collectible. Major off-center strikes, coins struck with significant portions of the design missing, for example 50% or more, are much rarer and can command high prices, especially if the date is still visible. Clipped planchet errors. Clipped planchet errors occur when the blank metal disc planchet is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a curved or straight clip missing from its edge. Clipped plankets on 1981 Lincoln pennies are relatively rare, and their value depends on the size and visibility of the clip. Broad strikes. Broad strikes occur when a coin is struck without the retaining collar that normally confines the metal during the striking process. This results in a coin that is larger than normal, with flattened and distorted edges. Broad strikes on 1981 Lincoln pennies are not as common as other errors, but they are highly collectible due to their unusual appearance, die cracks, and cuts. Die cracks happen when the die used to strike the coin develops fractures, resulting in raised lines or blobs of metal on the finished coin. A cut is a larger die break near the coin's edge, often obliterating part of the design. Both types of errors are sought after by collectors who appreciate unique minting anomalies. B error. A specific die crack on Lincoln pennies creates the appearance of an extra letter or shape between the B and E of Liberty, known as the B error. This anomaly is a favorite among Lincoln cent collectors. While not exclusive to 1981, examples from this year are still desirable. Value of 1981 Lincoln penny errors. The value of a 1981 Lincoln penny depends on the type and severity of the error, as well as the coin's condition. Below are estimated values for some of the most notable errors. Double die errors. 1981 DTO. Values range from $500 to $2,000 plus, depending on the clarity of the doubling and the coin's grade. Uncirculated examples can fetch higher prices. 1981 DDR. Slightly less common than DTO. These can range from $500 to $3,000 plus in high-grade conditions. Major off-center 50% or more. $500 to $5,000 plus, especially if the date is visible. Broad strikes. Values typically range from $50 to $150, depending on the extent of the broad strike and the coin's overall condition. If you believe you've found an error coin, here are some tips for identification and authentication. Magnification. Use a high-quality magnifying glass or microscope to examine the coin for signs of doubling, cracks, or misalignment. Compare with known examples. Many error varieties are documented in numismatic guides and online resources. Compare your coin to these references to confirm its error type. Seek expert opinion. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service such as PCGS, NGC, or NX for authentication and grading. This is especially important for high-value errors like double dies. Join collector communities. Online forums and local coin clubs can be excellent resources for learning about errors and sharing your finds with other collectors. Collecting 1981 Lincoln penny errors. Building a collection of 1981 Lincoln penny errors can be a rewarding hobby. Here are some tips for new and seasoned collectors alike. Focus on quality. Higher-grade coins are always more valuable, so prioritize coins in uncirculated or lightly circulated condition. Diversify your collection. Include a variety of errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped plankets, to create a well-rounded collection. Invest in reference materials. Books like the Cherry Picker's Guide to Rare Die Varieties are invaluable for identifying and valuing error coins. Network with other collectors. Attend coin shows, join online forums, and participate in auctions to expand your knowledge and find unique pieces. Conclusion. The 1981 Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history, not only as one of the last copper-based pennies, but also as a coin rich in error varieties. From double dies to off-center strikes and clipped plankets, these errors provide collectors with a glimpse into the complexities of coin production and the occasional lapses in quality control. While most 1981 pennies are worth little more than face value, error coins can command significant premiums depending on their rarity and condition. For collectors, these coins represent an opportunity to own a piece of history that is both unique and valuable. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual hobbyist, the search for 1981 Lincoln penny errors is a journey well worth undertaking.